Good afternoon, everybody. This is Prashant from LeadSquared. Welcome to this webinar on implementing lead management best practices using LeadSquared. As some of you would probably know, that LeadSquared is a marketing software that helps companies in generating leads, capturing leads, engaging them, nurturing them with the objective of making them sales ready. And there are a number of lead management features in LeadSquared, using which one can implement the best practices, and we are going to talk about them today. Little bit about myself. I am Prashant Singh. I am co-founder and chief customer officer of LeadSquared. Before founding LeadSquared, I was with Symphony Telica, where I was running a BU around emerging verticals like energy, healthcare, and media. And prior to that, I co-founded Protean Software, which was into product engineering services space. And I have a degree in mathematics and computer applications from IIT Delhi. And with me, I have my colleague Pooja today. She's a customer success executive, and she is going to help me out with demos of some features of LeadSquared today. All right, so what you will learn from the webinar today. So the first thing that we are going to talk about is how to capture and manage all your leads in one place. And then we'll be talking about how do you basically map your business entities with LeadSquared in case you have lead fields which are not available in LeadSquared, how to create those lead fields and how to map your fields with them. And then we'll be talking about 4 important attributes of the leads, namely lead sources, lead stages, lead scores, and lead grades. And we'll also talk about how to track and nurture leads. So with that background, let me begin the presentation, and I'll be using PPT as well as I'll be showing you live data from LeadSquared. So between me and Pooja, we'll be showing you two instances with some, one with demo data and one with live data. In case anybody has any question in between, just put that question in the question panel, and as I said earlier, I'll be taking up questions once in between, and then all the other questions in the end. Okay, so how do you manage all your leads in one place using LeadSquared? So LeadSquared provides you different ways of capturing leads. So it pretty much automates all possible ways of getting a lead in a software. So you can of course import leads using the CSV file. You can add leads manually. You can capture leads from a website by putting a lead capture form. You can use an API provided by LeadSquared to add leads from third-party applications like chat tools, etc. You can design and publish landing pages and use them to capture leads, and you can also capture the leads from your Outlook. If you send email to a lead, you can capture that in LeadSquared. If you receive email from a lead in Outlook, then that also can be captured. So on the next slide, I have given some examples of the use cases of these ways of adding leads. For example, in case of manually adding lead, typically it would be for known contacts or referrals. In case of website, normally it would be on your contact us page or a blog page. You would have visitors there and you would want them to capture their data as lead. In case of API, it would be typically chat tools that might be there on your website. You might be using a CRM system. From there you want to capture lead, LeadSquared, or custom business applications, or even phone and SMS. You receive a phone call and you want to capture that as lead. Then you can also import leads. Typically companies would be maintaining leads in some form, some shape, so they can export the leads in CSV and import them in LeadSquared. Then some of you might be running promotions on social media or search engines. You can capture the leads. As a result of people clicking on your ad, they can come to a landing page created in LeadSquared, and whatever data they put, that will be captured as lead in LeadSquared. And you can also, using Outlook, you can capture a lead to whom you're sending email, or capture a lead that has sent you an email. So these are different ways. This pretty much covers different ways of capturing the leads. Our philosophy is that we will not let our customers lose any lead. We'll help them capturing leads from all possible sources, and so that there is no lead leakage. So with that background information, let me ask Pooja to give you a quick demo of 2 of these things: importing lead and adding leads in LeadSquared, and then I'll again take over the presentation, cover rest of the items and rest of the presentation.
Thank you, Prashant. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Pooja, and I'm the Customer Success Executive of LeadSquared. Here you can see the dashboard of LeadSquared. This is what it looks like when you first log into the LeadSquared. And to start with, let's go to Leads and go to Manage Leads. Here you have list of all the leads which is present in the system. So to add leads manually into LeadSquared, we have a quick add lead form. If you want to add a lead with a minimal information, you can use quick add lead form. So you can add leads with the first name, last name, email, phone number, and few minimal data here. And then if you want to add a lead with the detailed information, you can go to add new lead form, and you can add all the information about the lead, the first name, last name, email, you can say job title, and the lead grade, lead stage. About the lead grade, lead stage, we'll be talking later about in this webinar. And then you can even add the company details, additional details. And then you can import leads into LeadSquared through a CSV file. For this, let's take an example of a fictitious education company. Let's say this education company is providing online courses to working people, so they have the details about the lead. That is the first name, last name, email, phone number, and the college they've studied in, the highest degree, and working date on designation. So we have to import all these details into the LeadSquared. So before we import, let's see if all these fields are present, that is a college or a highest degree, and all is present in LeadSquared. So let's go back to LeadSquared, and then we'll go to manage custom fields. We have 40 odd fields present in LeadSquared. This is used by most of the companies, but in case you need other fields which is regarding to your company, you can add them. So let's go create custom field, and then let's say college, and then we'll include that in lead details, and then let's leave this blank, and then let's say data input type is text, and then we'll say show in quick add. If you select this option, it'll start appearing here in the quick add lead form. Okay, and then let's select in show in import, and then include in quick search. This will help you to search quickly based on the college. We'll save and add new, and then let's say highest degree, and then we'll say data input type as select. We can observe here in the highest degree we have graduate, postgraduate, and doctorate. So we can select this as a drop down. So we'll use select in the data input type, and then we can give here the graduate, postgraduate, and then we'll say doctorate, and then we'll say show in quick add, show in import, including quick search. We'll save it. So now let's go back to manage leads, and we'll import the CSV file. Say import leads, and then you can upload a CSV file. Let's select the CSV file, and then we'll say next. Here you can map all the fields. So you have fields in CSV file, you have a LeadSquared field here. City has been mapped, and then college has been mapped. Designation, it's not mapped, so let's map it to job title. We have a field called job title, and then email is mapped to email, highest degree is mapped, and the phone number is mapped. The first name and the last name is not mapped, so let's map the last name. And then the website working it is not mapped, so let's map it to company. If you don't want any of the fields to be imported, you can just unselect them. For like example, you don't want zip to be imported, so you can just unselect them and say next. Here you can decide on how you want to handle the duplicates. Then the duplicates is based on the email ID. If you select ignore duplicates, the duplicate records will be ignored, or you can override the duplicates, or you can update the empty fields of duplicates. And then if you import any data without the email address, you can just unselect this option. Here you can select the lead owner. By default it will be the account user, or you can select the other user also. You can add all the leads of the CSV file to a list. If there's any list here, you can select, or you can create a new list, and let's say CSV import, and then give the description. Okay, and then you can select the lead source. You have different sources here, but if you want to add a different other source, you can select others, and then say which source you're getting all these leads from. Let's say, for example, we're getting it from CSV file. So we'll say lead source is CSV. Okay, we'll go next. Here you have the summary. All the leads we have. There was 19 leads in the CSV file. 18 was created. 1 was ignored because it was duplicate. So now, if you just go to manage lists, you can see CSV import here, and you can see 18 leads which is added to this list. So now let's go back to manage leads. And here you can see all the leads present here. So you can go to quick actions and then say IIT college. Remember, we added IIT into quick search. So let's say IIT, and then so you can see the leads where the college is from IIT. This is how you can do quick search, and then you can do advanced search. You can select any criteria here. Say for example, you want to see all the leads whose lead score. We'll be talking about lead score again later in this webinar. So now let's say we're searching based on lead score. Say greater than or equal to 10. Okay, so we have all the leads whose lead score is greater than or equal to 10. So you can do advanced search here, right? And then you can also filter the leads based on the lead stage, different stage. Right now everything is in prospect stage, so it doesn't make sense to filter it. And then let's say from lead source. So if you want to do a search based on lead source, you can say social media. So you have 4 different leads based on social media. Okay, and then depending on the lead owner also, you can filter all the leads and see. And then you can perform quick actions on these leads. You can select a few leads and then you can say export these leads, and this will be exported. You'll receive an email on all the details of these leads, and then you can send email. That will be a quick one-to-one email on for these leads. Okay, and then you can add them to a list, or you can change owner of these leads. Let's say the owner is Pooja Lokesh right now, so you can change the owner, and then you can change the owner to Prashant Singh, so that will be done. You can change the owner. So these are the quick actions you can do on the leads. So now I've spoken about manually adding leads, and then about all the quick actions you can do on the leads. Now Mr. Prashant will take over. Thank you all.
Yeah, thanks Pooja for describing the import leads and customizing LeadSquared based on the business needs, and also talking about how to add leads. So let me move ahead in the presentation. Right. So having this background about adding leads, using the add lead forms and import leads. Let's also see some examples of how we can add leads, say from website or from landing pages, or how we can do it using email. So I'll show you some quick examples. I have already opened, some pages in my browser. So for example, if you want to capture leads from your website, and you don't want to create a complete landing page for doing the same, you can do so just by replacing this form. So form like this. So for example, this form, this is our customer crack ITJ. So they have just used a LeadSquared form and integrated that as an iframe within their website, and whatever leads are captured, they get added to their instance of LeadSquared. So that's one example. Another example is another customer of ours, Aspire Education. So this is their blog page, and they have just integrated a quick small form to capture leads. So with just name and email and send me tips. So again, this is designed in in the landing pages module of LeadSquared, and the form has been integrated as an iframe over here. So those are 2 examples of capturing leads from the website. Then there could be cases where you are you want to capture leads from say social media or PPC ads. So when people click on those ads, they will normally land on a lead capture form or a landing page. So this is an example of our own landing page that we are using. So if anybody who comes and puts the data here, that lead gets added to LeadSquared. And let me just give you an example. I'll just say, so I'll just submit, and that this lead will appear in LeadSquared in 30 seconds. In the meantime, let me show you some other examples of landing pages. For example, this is our customer, so Gurgaon High. They are using this. They have created this landing page using LeadSquared and this lead capture form. So whatever leads are captured here, they go to their own instance of LeadSquared. Also, if I can show you some real. For example, if you search on Google for lead management system, you will see this is our ad, lead management system, right? If you click on this, So the same form, whatever I was showing you, that appears over here. So a similar form appears. It has more fields, and if you input the data over here, that lead will be captured in LeadSquared. So these are different ways of capturing leads through website and through landing pages. Another way which I spoke about was using Outlook. So this is my Outlook. If you see in the new message, you see this Outlook plugin. So this is LeadSquared plugin. So if I send an email to anybody using this particular button, then that lead will be added to LeadSquared if it's not there, and the email conversation will be recorded in LeadSquared that I have sent email to this particular lead on such and such date. Similarly, when I receive an email, I can say track in LeadSquared. I can say, whether it's a positive response or a neutral response or a negative response, and I can add that lead in LeadSquared. So using this Outlook plugin, one can add leads to LeadSquared. Then there are, one can use APIs. Like I was saying, one can use APIs, from say chat tools or from say CRM tools or custom business applications to add lead in LeadSquared. So these are multiple ways of, capturing leads. And this gives you the capability to capture all your leads in one place and manage them. So once you have all the leads, you can do different things like searching for the leads or creating a list of the leads or sending emails on the leads, tracking their activity. All that is possible within LeadSquared. So before I go next, let me pause for questions. Let me see in the question panel if we have any questions. And if anybody wants to raise a question in voice, then just raise your hand, and I'll unmute you and you'll be able to speak with the audience. So I can see a question from Swati. The question is, please tell how to manage leads coming on website visitor reports. And another question from Swati is, are they different from the leads already imported? Swati, the way lead tracking happens is that if somebody has submitted on a landing page or a form, or somebody has opened one of your emails, then LeadSquared will be able to identify the person, that who's the person who has come to your website. If neither of these things have happened, then the person will be shown as a visitor. So unless the person submits on a page or opens an email, it won't be possible to identify the name and email address of the person. Once the person does that, we'll be able to identify. Then there's a question from Rohit, how to restrict the owner transfer access. So Rohit, as of now in LeadSquared, we have kept it very simple as of now in terms of the access control and role-based security. So there are two roles, admin and normal user. So admin, so there are some privileges associated with the admin, but the privilege to assign the roles is available, assign the lead to anybody else is available to everybody. And we plan to include this feature of role-based security in our future releases. When that happens, you'll be able to define whether the person can change the lead owner or not. So another question from Rohit, why only Microsoft Outlook? So that's the first integration we have done, because most of our customers are using Outlook for emails, and we plan to support Gmail as the next, and then other popular email clients. So those integrations will be available in the future. How can I configure MS Outlook with software? So Saurabh, let me show you how you can do that. If you go to LeadSquared, I hope you can see my screen, LeadSquared screen. And if you go to settings, in settings you will see a setting called connectors. And there you see this LeadSquared for Outlook. So from here you can download and install the plugin, and then that plugin, that icon will start appearing in your Outlook, and you can log in and start using it. So Hema question, can LeadSquared form be integrated in Joomla? Yeah, so Hema, yeah, technically it's possible, it can be integrated. So the way, whatever forms that you create in LeadSquared, you can, either you can directly use a landing page, basically link of the landing page, or you can export the iframe, or you can export the HTML in LeadSquared and use that to integrate in any kind of website. So technically, yeah, it's possible. Vikram, where's the form to create user? Vikram, this is the place to create user, manage users. You can create a new user. And when you create the user, you define what kind of reports he should receive. Then there is one more question from Swati. Can we import a lead manually, say only one lead without CSV? So Swati, you can add that lead. Import is, you can put, for importing, you will need the CSV. If you want to just say add one lead, then adding the you use the add lead form. That will be better suited for that. Can LeadSquared be integrated with Facebook apps also? So Vidyaraj, so we have provided the API. So the way it would work is that either from the Facebook apps, after say some action on the app, right, a landing page is invoked and data is submitted there, or you use our API. So I mean, our APIs allow to add leads, to edit leads, to get a list of leads, to add lead activities, to schedule tasks around leads. All that is possible. Nishant, Outlook plugin supports 2010 and 2013, not before that. Rohit, what happens if same lead provides its information on the social media as well as the website? How to differentiate between the two? So Rohit, our system basically enforces uniqueness of the lead. So the email ID is the unique key, and you would not be able to add two leads with the same email address. So if a person provides different email addresses on say social media and any other platform, so those will be two leads. But if he's providing the same email address say second time, then whatever data he's providing with the the second time, that will override the existing data of the lead. For example, he provides a different name, so his new name will be reflected, but his lead source will be the original lead source. For example, first time he came from social media, right? So his lead source will be social media. Next time he comes from say PPC ads. So although his data like first name or last name, if he has provided differently, it will be updated, but the lead source will remain the same as social media. Can we get any type of lead according to a requirement? Yeah, Rubina, I mean, you can add any type of lead. I mean, I could not understand the question completely, but I mean, if you're just asking about any type of lead data, yes, it's possible. What are the ways to categorize the lead? Saurabh, there are different lead attributes, and I'll cover some of them in the presentation. So just wait for few more slides, and in case you don't find your answer, just ping me again, and I'll answer your question. Okay, so with that, let me move ahead in the presentation. So I mean, once you have added the lead, you would, of course, you're adding lead to convert them to customer, right? So what are the different things which are important about the lead in context of lead management, which can help you in nurturing them and converting them to customer? So four things which are fundamentally very important about the lead. So one is that where is the lead from? What is the original source of the lead? The second is how engaged is the lead. So you would be running marketing promotions on existing leads. For example, you might be running email campaigns on leads. You might be inviting them to webinars or workshops or events. So you would want to figure out as a result of those marketing activities, how engaged are the leads. Then you want to know where is the lead in the sales cycle, whether lead is just a contact or it's a prospect or it's hot lead or opportunity, where exactly is the lead. And based on that, you would plan your marketing activities on a particular lead. Then what is the quality of the lead? So, so in terms of, so companies would define that what is the meaning of the quality, and based on that, where, how much lead matches to that criteria, and based on that, they can classify the lead, the quality of the lead. So in LeadSquared, you can find these things as lead source. So where is the lead from? So that is captured using lead source. How engaged is the lead? That is captured using lead score. And where is the lead in the sales cycle? That's captured using lead stage. And what is the quality of lead? That's captured using lead grade. So let me cover each of them one by one. Lead source. There are some sources which are like online lead sources. They are tracked by LeadSquared automatically. For example, if lead has come through direct traffic, which means they have directly typed the URL of your landing page and put the information there, then that's tracked automatically. Then organic search, if people are searching on say Google or other search engines and they get the link of your lead capture form or your landing page and submit the information there, then the lead source will be organic search. If the lead was clicked on a PPC ad, for example on Google AdWords before submitting the data, then the lead source will be PPC ad. If the lead was say on Facebook and then clicked on the landing page and submitted the information, then the lead source will be social media. If the lead was on some other referral site, you might have some partner sites where your link might be there, then in those situations it would be referral sites, the lead source will be referral sites. If the lead has come through email marketing, then the lead source is email marketing. So these are a few things which are tracked automatically because these are online activities and we can track them. Then there might be offline sources. For example, there might be an inbound call. So unless you integrate with API, we would not know. So So if you do API integration, then of course we can capture the lead source as inbound call. But if it's not there, then a user of LeadSquared, a user of LeadSquared on the customer side will have to associate the lead source as inbound call. Same goes for outbound call and trade shows, employee referral, customer referral, partner referral. I'm sure all of you would understand these terms, so I'll not describe what they are. So let me again go to LeadSquared and show you. So in LeadSquared, you can configure your lead sources in lead source management in settings. So by default, a number of sources will be pre-configured, like organic search, customer referral, these kind of lead sources. And you can add your own lead sources also. For example, if you want to add a particular lead source, you can do that over here. So you can provide information of a new lead source. And if you look at this lead source report. So by the way, this is live data of LeadSquared. So you see that email marketing has been most effective lead source for us, then social media, then outbound call, then direct traffic. So if I click on social media, I know that there are 422 leads in our system, from social media, and out of that, top is Facebook. If I click on Facebook as the lead source, then I get a list of all the leads that have come from Facebook. And if I click on a particular lead, then I see all the lead data. Source is social media, and if I go to lead details, it tells me which media. It's Facebook. So that information is captured over here. Right. So that was lead source. So similarly, the example I showed was about social media. So if if any other lead source is there, that will be reflected in the lead details data. So next important item is the lead score. So which is a measure of how engaged is the lead. Typically in the marketing cycle or sales cycle, the way things will happen is that lead will be created. You might be manually creating the lead, or it may come from a landing page. You might be running marketing promotions, so the lead might you might be sending email. It might open an email, click a link in the email. After clicking the link in the email, they might just browse your website. They might get distracted, come to your website again 5 days down the line, again come to your website 1 week down the line. Then one fine day they might submit on the landing page. You might have a phone conversation with them. I mean, if they're interested, you might give a demo to them or make a site visit, make a presentation. So all these things may happen within a life cycle of lead, and all these are important notable activities. All these are activities that make or take the lead closer to sales, to conversion. So one has to, of course, track them, and one has to score them. So these activities are important, but all activities are not equally important. For example, submission on landing page would be more important than email open. So submission on landing page means that somebody is really interested in your product or service. Email opening just means that somebody was just curious what this email is all about and might have opened the email. So LeadSquared provides you a mechanism using which you can associate scores with individual lead activities. So, for example, you can associate a score of 0 with lead created. You can associate a score of email opened of 5 with email opened, score of 10 with link clicked, 10 with web page visit, 25 with submission, 75 for demo. And as and when these activities happen, the aggregate lead score will keep changing. For example, initially it will be 0. Once somebody has opened the email, it will become 5. After that, if he has clicked on a link in the email, it will become 15. Then if this event happens, then 25. So it will keep adding. And so in this example, it will become 675. So what this would tell me is that the leads, if I have all the leads between, say, a score of 0 and 1000. So what lead score would tell me is that the leads which are closer, the score having closer to 1000, they are more important for me. They're more engaged with my marketing offers, and the probability of converting them to customers is higher. So engaged leads means the probability is higher. So lead scoring gives you that mechanism where you can filter out the leads which are where the probability of conversion is higher compared to other leads in the system. Let me again take you to LeadSquared and show you how lead scoring happens. So let's go to settings again. So in the settings page, you have lead scoring. So you can see that lead score are configured. So for example, email open a score of 1, link click 2. So these scores are, you can change them. So for example, we have changed them for ourselves. If somebody unsubscribed to email, then -500. So you can define the score of these online events. You may also have some important notable offline events. So you can also configure them. You can create them. For example, if you have an event like met in a conference, then you can create that notable activity here. You can define the score, and once you meet lead in the conference, then you can add that particular notable activity, and the score will be updated with the lead. So for example, let me just go to manage leads, and say if I had a phone call with this person, so I can add a notable activity that I had a positive phone call with the person, and I can put the notes and I can add. So positive phone call would have a score of 10 that I have configured, so this lead will get additional score of 10, and this event will be recorded over here in the activity history of the lead. And using LeadSquared, so you can, if you want to figure out how the leads which have higher lead score, so in LeadSquared you can sort leads using LeadSquared. So these are the leads which have high lead score. So which means these leads are more important for me than other leads in the system. So I can sort them, or I can do an advanced search. I can basically filter out a list where lead score is more than a certain amount. For example, if I determine that all the leads who have score of more than say 200, which are so they are important, then I can get list of all those leads over here. Okay, let me go back to the presentation. So please keep typing your questions. I'll take up all the questions once I'm done with the presentation. So the second important attribute was lead score. The third important attribute of the lead is lead stage. So lead stage tells you where exactly is the lead in your sales cycle. So whether it's just a contact or a suspect or a prospect, or it's marketing qualified lead, or it's a hot lead or sales qualified opportunity or a customer. So I mean this definition of lead stage is configurable. So you can basically customize LeadSquared to put your own lead stages. So if you don't use a term like MQL, SQL, you can choose your own terms. So that can be configured or customized in LeadSquared. And your marketing activities will be depending upon where the leads are in the sales cycle. So for example, leads at the prospect stage will need a campaign that offers educational content. So they would not probably be interested in a discount offer. I mean, you need to nurture those leads. So the prospects, they are probably curious about your offering. They are probably slightly interested, but they may not be the right set of people to whom you are offering, say, a discount package kind of thing. So you need to nurture them, so to figure out which are the leads that require nurturing, you need to filter all the leads in the system which are in prospect stage. Similarly, if a lead is a marketing qualified, which means that some kind of qualification has already been done by marketing team, then probably case studies will be a good offer that you send to them. Leads which are in opportunity, which means that they have evaluated your product or service enough, and they are probably ready to sign up. So it might be about the pricing. So there you might be sharing the discount pricing. So let me go to LeadSquared, and let's go to settings again and see how lead stages can be configured. So here you can see lead stage management. So here you can see different stages, prospect. So this is our own, I mean, we have customized the stages for ourselves, that in our business, people are prospect, they sign up for demo happens, they sign up for free trial, then it becomes opportunity. From opportunity, we disqualify certain leads which are not interested, or probably there is not relevant fit. There might be some invalid data that may come, unreachable or lost opportunity, or customers. So these are lead stages. And if you want to add your own lead stage, you can do that. You can customize LeadSquared to add your own lead stage. And so as and when we talk to leads or interact with the leads, we can change the lead stage. We can for example, for this lead, if I want to change the lead stage, I can just say edit, or I can say edit from the grid itself, and I can change the stage over here, that this particular lead, this lead has become customer, but if the lead was prospect, I would have probably said signed up for demo happened, etc. So you can change the lead stage from here. So by the way, this grid that you saw for the lead, we are doing a release of LeadSquared, updating LeadSquared in next few days, where this view will be customizable. You will be able to choose what you want to see. If you don't want to see, for example, lead score, you can leave out lead score. If you want to see a custom field, you'll be able to choose that what you want to see in this particular grid. Okay, let me again go to presentation and take the fourth topic, which is lead grade. So lead grade tells you what is the quality of the lead, and the typical way of establishing lead grade is to define the ideal customer profile for your business. So I've taken an example of a software business. They may define that their ideal customer would be between 5 million and 25 million revenue, having 52 to 50 customer, and having more than 10% of revenue being spent on software. Industry, logistics, B2B. So one can define what kind of customer the business wants to add, and then one can basically figure out whether a lead is matching this profile and what is the percentage of match. Whether it's more than 90%, then typically you'll call the lead grade as A. If it's between 75 and 90, then you'll call it B. Between 50 and 75, it's C, and less than 50% D. So this definition may differ from business to business, and different businesses may want to have different ways of associating quality to the lead. So this is something which is not done automatically by LeadSquared. So we have given a provision as lead grade so that you can figure out a definition what A, B, C, D means, and you can associate these grades with the lead. So again, for example, this lead grade, you can see some leads are graded A, B, and some leads are don't have any grade. So one can just quickly say edit lead and select the grade over here. Right. So those are four important attributes of the leads. So once again, lead source, lead score, lead stage, and lead grade. So these are four important attributes which will give you a lot of information about the lead, which will tell you where exactly is the lead, in the sales and marketing efforts, and what kind of more marketing or sales activities are required in order to convert the lead to a customer, or you may decide to disqualify the lead. Okay, so what all you can do with the lead once it's there in LeadSquared? You can. I was talking about when I spoke about lead scoring that based on important activities, you should be able to provide scores and aggregate the score as and when those activities happen. So let me show you an example. So let's take an example of Javed itself, who has already signed up for LeadSquared. So you can see that we have the demographic data about Javed, we have the lead sales customer, we have the lead score, we have the lead source, the lead owner, who's the lead owner in my company for this particular lead. And on the right, I see the activity history. So before I show you activity history, let me show you the summary of that. So Javed has opened 6 emails out of 16 which have been sent to him. He has submitted on our forms 3 times and seen the landing pages 26 times, spent average 103 seconds. There was positive phone call happened with him. So this gives me the summary of the important activities that have happened with Javed. And if I want to see details, I can see it here. So I can see that he viewed a page today. He viewed a page, home page of LeadSquared. On 9 July, again he saw one particular page. So I know that we sent an email using LeadSquared to him. So that's recorded here. And if I want to see that when did he submit the form? So let me just search for that. So he viewed this landing page, submitted the form, gave his information. So he had done the submission thrice on 3 landing pages. So I can see the entire history of interaction, whether he has opened an email, clicked the link in the email, or he has come to a website, seen some pages, submitted on landing page. That entire history is captured over here. So within this lead details view, I get all the information about the lead which is relevant for me as a marketer or an inside salesperson in order to move the lead from one stage to another. Then the lead details, I see that the PPC ad is the source, and I can see which AdWords this was on Google, and the name of the ad was marketing software. So that has been captured. And which was the campaign? So this was the campaign that we were running. and I know that he registered for the previous webinar, so that information is also captured. I can also see his social profile, so if it's available. So if a social profile is associated with an email address, we can fetch it and show it over here in the social profile. So I can see his Facebook ID, his Gravatar ID, or if Twitter account is available, that's visible. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, cloud data is available over here if it's available with this email ID. And then I can see all the tasks and reminders. So I mean, these were tasks that were created. If, for example, I call Javed, and if I want to schedule a task that I have to follow up with him again, say tomorrow, I can quickly create a task. I can say that call Javed tomorrow, and say at 4 p.m. So I can add the task. So this task is added. I'll get a reminder tomorrow. So when I log in tomorrow, I will see this particular task in this particular window. That there's a pending task for me today, and if I want to see all the tasks which are pending for me, I can go here and see. So this is a task view which is available, so I can see all the tasks or overdue tasks, or pending tasks. So if you see all the tasks, you will see tasks which are completed also. So we have this quick feature of task and reminder. You can create task around the lead. You'll get reminded over email. You'll get a daily task report in your email. You can see all your tasks over here. So that's there. Coming back to the lead details, so you can create task. You can add any kind of note you want to associate. If you want to associate a notable activity, that also is possible. Then if you want to see Javed is member of which list, so typically business will be maintaining multiple lists of people and list is a way to segment the leads to run marketing promotions. So for example, if you're doing email campaign, you'll be typically creating a list of leads matching similar criteria. For example, list of all leads which are in the stage opportunity, and you will send an email promotion to them. So and then you can associate leads with the list. So he's part of 3 list. So let me show you how to actually create a list. You can just say create new list, and all the leads who have opened one of my previous, say, email campaigns. Say I sent a reminder of email on this particular webinar. So let's see, let me get all the leads. So 106 people opened this particular email campaign. So I can save this list as a static or dynamic list. So if it's dynamic list, then if anybody else opens my email, the lead will automatically get added to the list. So I can create this list, and now I can, if I have this list, I can use this list in my email promotion. Or if more people, open the email campaign, that those leads will automatically get added over in this list. If I save a static list, the automatic association of lead based on the criteria will not happen. It will be a fixed list. So let me again go to manage leads. So you saw that Javed is a member of 3 list, and then you have activity summary. So again, the summary of the activities. So this is basically about capturing leads, about how to manage leads, searching for leads, managing leads, creating tasks and reminders about the leads using LeadSquared, and also how to figure out the lead source, how to associate lead source, how to customize lead stages, how to associate grade, etc. for the leads. So let me pause for questions again. Okay, what is the full form of SQL? Saurabh, the full form of SQL is sales qualified lead. So when sales people qualify a particular lead as good enough to be pursued, then it's called SQL. Anu has a question. Can we do email campaign using LeadSquared? Yes, Anu, you can do email campaign. Let me show you how. So if you see here in marketing, there is email campaign, and you can quickly create an email campaign. You can select a template or copy an existing email campaign, or start with a blank HTML editor. So once you select a particular so for example, let me quickly give say test email campaign 11th July, and then I can go to the next step. So you can design the email campaign. It's an HTML editor. You can design, you can put images, HTML text, etc. And so there are multiple steps. So first is compose message, then select the recipients. You select the recipient list, then review the campaign, and then you can schedule the campaign. So that's possible using LeadSquared. So Saurabh, I hope I have answered your question regarding categorizing the lead. If in case you have any specific question around that, feel free to type it. What are the maximum emails I can send in one day during email campaign? So Rohit, the maximum number of emails using LeadSquared depends upon your plan. So there is a monthly limit per plan. There is no daily limit. So as long as you have not crossed the monthly limit, you can send any number of emails per day. So from the technical perspective, if your question is that how many emails can be sent, we have 3 backend email platforms that we integrate with, which are the top 3 platforms of the world. The first is Amazon, the second is SendGrid, the third is Mandrill. Combining these 3 platforms, we can send a very high volume of emails per day. So we can send millions of emails per day. Normally our customers do not need that volume. But from the capability perspective, we can send millions of emails per day. Can we check if the email will be spam? So Anu, there are some ways to figure out, to basically make a guess that email may reach the spam folder, but it cannot be told with 100% certainty whether it will reach the inbox or the spam folder. So it depends upon 2 things. One is the authenticity of the sender and sender domain. The second is what is the content of the email. So assuming that the sender domain is authentic, it all depends upon what kind of offer is there in the email. For example, if you use say word free a number of times in subject and email message, then it will be a high candidate to reach the spam folder. So yeah, we have if you go to a website in the past webinars section, there is a previous webinar around B2B email marketing best practices. So in that we have a section around how to ensure high deliverability of email. You can refer to that if you want to get one. Then Sharim, there is a question, could we schedule sending newsletters in advance? Yes, you can do, Sharim. You can schedule. Rohit, do you have API for blogging sites? So Rohit, if I understand your question, we have LeadSquared API that can be invoked from blogging site to add leads, if that is the question. Do we have geographical analytic feature like which region we get maximum leads? Yes. So across the leads, so whenever lead is captured, so we automatically capture the location of the lead. So that gets captured, by the IP address, from which what is the IP address using which the lead has come to LeadSquared. So using that, one can segment the leads for a particular geography. For example, if we want to see all the leads, say from USA, so we can select the country as USA and figure out all the leads belonging to that particular country. Saurabh, the software has been written in .NET. Abhishek has a comment. I'm just reading that. Yes, Abhishek, of course, you can know by whether the person has, how many opens have happened. But if as many a times people just ignore the email. So, and as from the software perspective, we whatever data that we provide to our customers, how many open clicks not delivered, that has to be accurate. Any other questions that I might have missed? Feel free to type them or copy paste them again in case I have missed any question. In the meantime, let me quickly show you the last few slides, and I'll just take up the questions, remaining questions again. So, just summarizing, the best practices and how you can implement using LeadSquared. So first of all, capture all leads and never lose any lead, which means that you need to automate the lead capture process. And the way LeadSquared can help is by the import feature, add forms, adding leads manually by landing page and forms and using API. Then the second good practices to know about is that not all leads are equal in importance. Some leads will always be more important than others. So the way you can figure out which leads are important are by lead scoring, by lead grade, lead stage. The third thing is know your leads very, very well. Capture all the relevant information about the leads. And the way you can do that is by knowing about lead source, lead social profile, by activity history. Then quality of lead is always more important than quantity. Just focusing on quantity may not help. And you can determine the quality by lead grade. Following the lead is actually the way to succeed. So, if you keep following the lead, what lead is doing and how they are behaving with your marketing offers, then that's certainly going to help you in converting the lead to customer. So the way LeadSquared can help is by lead activity tracking, by lead scoring. And one marketing offer does not fit everybody. So you need to segment the leads. You need to figure out the stage of the lead, and based on that you should be aligning the marketing offer. And don't try to align your business process with the software. And I have seen this happening at a number of places. When people try to implement a software like CRM, they try to change the business process which might be working otherwise. Don't try to do that. Rather try to align the software with your business needs. If your business process is working, it's effective, then try to align the software, and we can help in LeadSquared by means of custom fields. So that was the summary. And if you want to find out more about LeadSquared or about lead management and other topics, marketing topics, you can find more information over here on our Facebook page, on our LinkedIn page, our blog site. Our blog site is pretty active. We put at least a couple of blogs every week, and very relevant marketing topics are there. I encourage all of you to visit that, and then you can also look at the past webinars, upcoming webinars, and download some marketing ebooks. So that's about it. Let me again just go back to question panel and see if there are some questions which are unanswered. Hema, you can integrate with your CRM by using our API. So our API is meant for integration. So using that you can, any kind of integration is possible. Okay, Rohit, your question is suppose I open the dashboard on phone, will the UI be similar? The UI will be similar, Rohit, but as of now it won't be responsive, completely responsive. We are working on that, and probably in next few weeks we'll have all the features which will work very well on different platforms also. Right now it works well on Chrome and Firefox on computers. Is it platform dependent? The software is not platform dependent as long as you are using a browser. And like I said, we are supporting different versions of Chrome and Firefox, so pretty much all the versions of them on any kind of OS, so it should work. On mobile platforms, it may not be completely responsive. So Shareem, from any business application, if you want to say add lead, so it's possible in using the API. You can use the LeadSquared API to add the lead. You can use the API to add lead activities. You can use it to schedule tasks, schedule reminders. So all that is possible. Yeah. So Saurabh, if your question is that if you can classify leads, say department-wise, like sales, marketing, you can associate leads with department-wise. That's possible. So you can create a custom field called say department, and you can put the values. It can be a drop-down field. You can put the values like sales, marketing, etc., etc. And you can associate each lead with one of these values. That's possible. Yeah, Shareem, so you Google API, I could not understand completely, but let me make a guess. If you are saying that, is it possible to invoke Google API? Yes, we do provide custom hooks for that. If the question is things like Google Conversion Code or Google Analytics script, if they can be integrated within LeadSquared, yes, that's possible in landing pages. Okay, think that's pretty much about this webinar and Q&A. In case I have not been able to answer any question, please get in touch with me offline. You can just drop me an email at prashant@leadsquared.com, and I'll be able to answer that. There is one last question from Shirish. Do we get any reports after campaign? Yes, Shirish, you do get reports. Let me quickly show you. It won't take more than a minute. In email campaigns, for example, this email campaign, this reminder invitation that I sent to people today, right? So you get this report, the delivery report, to how many people it was sent. So by default, it will exclude the people from whose IDs the email would have bounced in the past. And in the open click rate, etc., you get that. So on the link, how many people have clicked, and the leads which are engaged, who have either opened or clicked. So you can filter by open or click. So that's possible. And Saurabh, what should be the field each department include? So Saurabh, I think basically you will need to create say a custom field called department, and you can have multiple departments as drop down there. For example, over here in manage custom fields, you will say create custom field, and you can call it say department or whatever you want to say, and you can have a drop down of type select and add multiple values. You can say sales, marketing, business development. These can be departments, and then you can associate. So this is a lead field. So every lead will have this field available. So you can choose what department you want to associate the lead with. Sirish, the email campaign report. So you can get a CSV of all the leads who are engaged. I think that will be information you will be interested in. And so you cannot export as PDF right now, but you can get the data of engaged leads in a CSV format. So Abhishek, this report gets refreshed continuously. So if I have done an email campaign and if today at 5 p.m. say somebody has clicked, so it will get reflected. So I mean we don't have hourly or no say daily update refresh of the report. I mean I think there is some time interval. It might be 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Every 5-10 minutes we'll be updating that. So my email ID is prashant@leadsquared.com. Mobile number is 9901662111. 9901662111. That's my mobile number. Can you take me through the analytics first? So Hema, you saw the lead source report. You can see the user performance report. So basically, if you have inside salespeople within your company and you want to see their performance, you can use this report. For example, if I click on say Maria Susan, I know that how many leads she is owning. So 1,000 leads she is owning. Out of that, 6 have converted to customer, 32 have demo happened stage. So stage-wise distribution of the lead. Then total outbound activity she has done. She has sent email to 595 people, left a voicemail to 301 people, neutral phone call with 680 people. And all that data you can get here. Email sent, so to which people, if phone calls, then the notes around that. So that data you get here. So this is the user performance report to figure out this performance of inside salespeople. Then there is a the report that you get. So I'll not show this report over here, but rather let me show in the email. So you get a daily website visit report. This is the report that I get in my inbox. That what is the volume of leads, people who are visiting the website. What are the keywords they are using to come to the website or website. What are the then referral sites from which people are coming. So this report comes on daily basis. Then there is the daily lead digest. So that tells which are the top new leads that have come on daily basis and which are the active leads. And this also, so you get a weekly summary of this, weekly and monthly summary of this also. Abhishek, I mean, this was an educational webinar, so I did not discuss about the pricing. If you're interested in LeadSquared, just drop me a note and I can give you a call to talk about the pricing. Rubina, same answer applies to you also. I'll just type my contact number on the chat, my email address, because a number of people are asking about it. Yeah, the best way, I mean, if you're interested in LeadSquared, the best way is actually to go to a website, leadsquared.com. There you'll find information about the pricing also, features also. You can just sign up for free. So just put your details here and you will get a response within an hour. Hima, so if I download and install in my Outlook, I will get the same. Yes. So Hima, if you subscribe to LeadSquared, you will get your this reports you will get on daily basis in your Outlook or whatever email client you will get. We are based out of Bangalore, Hima. All right. It seems that we have finished all the questions. In case there is any other question, I have already shared my email address and mobile number. Feel free to contact me. Thanks a lot, everybody, for joining the webinar, and we will conduct another webinar next week that will be most likely around AdWords, Google AdWords remarketing and how to integrate that with LeadSquared. So I'll be reaching out to all of you with an email to invite for the webinar, and you can go to a website and look at other pages, for example these pages, to know more about LeadSquared and other marketing information. So thanks again, and it was great to see some very good questions. Thanks for joining and have a good day and good week ahead. Bye-bye.